Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. It's Learning Hunt.
Today we will learn about the CSS float property. So before starting the video, if you want to learn HTML and CSS from basics, then my HTML and CSS full tutorial playlist link is in the description below. You can start from there. So let's start today's topic. That is, as you can see that this is my Visual Studio Code here and this is my HTML page is here. And I use my external CSS. So I create a new file and attach this file with this link tag. Okay, so for applying the float property, let's create some div element. So at first I create here a div element with the class name first, and in the div element I give here a heading 2 and the text will be A. Okay, and now I create a one more div element, that is second, and I create also a heading in this div element. Now I copy this div element and paste it 2 times. Now I change this class name, that is the third, and this is the fourth, and the third heading will be C and fourth will be D. Okay, so our heading and div element is ready. Now check it in your HTML page. Here as you can see that your ABCD text will appear. Now let's apply some CSS. So for applying the CSS, at first I copy this class name and giving the dot. Now at first I give the width of my first div element, that is 200 pixel. Okay, and the height will be also I want the 200 pixel. Now I apply the border property, that is the just like 3 pixel solid, and I give the blue. Okay, now I save this file and refresh my page. Now here you can see that this is my the first div element. So in that way I create 4 div element. I apply this CSS property in my 4 div element. Okay, so I paste it 4 times. Now I change this class name, that is second, this is the third, and the last one is fourth. Okay, now I also change the color, that is the color will be yellow. For the third one color it will be brown, and the fourth will be turquoise. So let's save this file and refresh my page. Now here you can see that our 4 div element will be created successfully. Let's apply some CSS on our text property. Okay, so the heading 2. So for applying the CSS, I write here the heading 2. Now I give the font size will be the 70 pixel. Okay, now here you can see that your text will be big, font size will be big. Okay, now I give the margin, I want the margin is equal to the just like 30% from the top, and left and right side will be auto. Okay, so the margin will be 30%, and I apply one more property, that is the text align is equal to the center. Now here our text will be centered in our div element. So let's apply float property. Okay, so for applying the float property, here I use the div element. Okay, so I write here the div element because they all 4 boxes are the div element. So if I write in this box, then what I write in this box CSS property, then it will apply for all the 4 boxes. Okay, so I write here the float 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 is equal to the left. So before refreshing the page, as you can see that this is my 4 div element is 1 by 1 in the below of the element. But when I refresh my page, then you can see that what is the property of float. The all div element will be shifted the left side of the another div element here. At first the div element of A, then after that the B div element is shifted to the left, then C div element is shifted to left, and again it will be D. So I here a mistake that I give here the D. Oh sorry, here. Now save this file and refresh my page. Now as you can see that this is the float property. At first the A div element will be shifted to left, then B, then C, then D. Now when you use the float property, that is the right, then here you can see that when you refresh your page, then at first your A div element will be shifted to right, then your B div element is shifted to right, then C, then D. In that way you can deal with the float property. So here is you can in that you can also see that in the first row, at first the A will be shifted to right, then B, then the rest of the background space is not covered the C div element. That is why the next row is the below of the AB, then at first the C will be shifted to right, then D. So in that way you can deal with the float property. I hope you understand that what is the float property. So this is for today. If you learn something today, then give a thumb, press the bell icon and subscribe my channel.